Hi, and welcome back. We're Sun 100. I'm here with my colleague, the Honorable Kurt Kelly. Unfortunately, Jennifer Webb is not with us today, but we have a great newsletter for you, and I'm going to hand it over to Kurt to learn more.
Yeah, and thank you, Lisa. Listen, we're actually coming off of a high. We just got back from our meeting at the Carter Center with our folks from all over the United States that had come in to talk about what we were doing. And I have to tell you, the word laud is not strong enough to say how much they talked about what Florida is doing and our membership. And frankly, I even challenge the word membership. We don't have membership, we have partnerships. You don't get a secret Dakota ring by being a part of this. But we are thankful that you are a part of it, and we look at you as partners. And there's a lot of good things. We had it was incredible. It was incredible to hear the work that other organizations are doing. We learned from them. I was really impressed with Jason Carter. It's Jimmy Carter's grandson. He came in, and I want to tell you what he said. I wrote it down. The Carter Center does incredible peace and democracy work all over the world. So that's what their claim to fame is that they go out and they go into some of these very difficult areas and in Gaza and Afghanistan and China and the breadth of conversations we had with people that do that work is amazing. I mean, these are really amazing people. And Jason got up there and he said, "Look, we do all of these great work. We know we do the great work, but here's what we can't do. We can't continue to do this work over there if we don't do it right here in the United States." And so he basically turned to us and said, "You're the reason why we are continuing this work, funding it, putting all this together at the Carter Center to do it here in the United States. If we don't do it right here in the United States, we won't be able to export this all over the world. And we do want to export peace and democracy and good government all over the world." And so with that said, it really gave me just sort of a chills when I heard that. I'm like, yeah, this is important work that we are all doing. So let me thank you for the good work we're doing. And the Carter Center was amazing. I mean, it was just Jason Carter and just the work that is done there. Paige Alexander, who is the president, just amazing work there. The team that's a part of the Carter Center. We have a real good group that we work with. So with all of that said, we had a really great time. I do want to turn our attention. The Lunch and Learn that while we're recording this, we haven't had the Lunch and Learn, but it's on Monday. And by the time you see this, we will have already had it. But it's going to be a fantastic Lunch and Learn. It's with Reverend Gary Mason. And Gary is a kind of a national leader. He does contract with the Carter Center. He does work all over the world on getting the faith community. And by the way, there's all differences in the faith community, but bringing them together to try to work for peace efforts. And I had lunch with Gary about 2 years ago, pardon me, and it was a fantastic conversation. And we were able to talk about how we bring different folks together when we have great differences. And so we're looking forward to this Lunch and Learn. I know that Jennifer has put that together for us as she has worked with Gary. I will say one other thing. Yesterday, or when you see this, it would have been last week, we had our 850 group in Tallahassee. And I was just so excited to see their enthusiasm and their energy. And one of the things that we're going to be doing in the north portion of the state of Florida, and let me encourage you to engage with your leaders in South Florida, Lisa, and Central Florida, Jennifer. We're going to begin to start the field trips back into our supervisor of elections offices. A lot of times there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation about what goes on with elections. And so our 850 group is committed to setting up in all these counties in the north portion of Florida. There's like 30 of us, 30 counties up there, that we're going to try to go in and set up field trips, bring Republican, Democratic clubs, bring Rotary, Kiwanis, to go in and see how our election process is free, fair, safe, and secure, and things that we can learn for, so that when the misinformation and disinformation is put out there, we know to have individuals in their own community to step up and say, no, not in our community. I think our supervisor of elections and the volunteers and poll watchers and poll workers do an amazing job. And I think that's a message we ought to be telling, so that we can make sure that people are understanding that there's a lot of good work going on in Florida. Finally, let me just say this. There's a lot of things that we're going to be doing. You helped us in our last meeting with our lunch and learn to really understand about what you want us to do and how we can become even more engaging. We're ready to take this thing to 2.0, next to the next level, and it's all because of your engagement. So with that, just thank you. Hope that you enjoy the lunch and learn. We will have a recording so that you can go back and watch it. Make sure you tell your friends. And I would encourage you, as we're working for peace throughout the state of Florida in these troubled times, and let's don't Pollyannish, it's troubled times. But while we're working for peace, let's continue to invite people to come in. We're going to have these conversations. I went away from the Carter Center saying, this is really good work. I was talking to one of the gubernatorial candidates, and I was telling him what I did. And he said, Kurt, you got to continue to keep doing this. This is really important work that we're bringing people together. And I appreciated that. So with that, thank you for all you do. Lisa, any other words? I've talked a lot. Well, I don't have Jennifer on the call, so I had to speak up for her. But any other words that you need to give us?
Yes, we just want to say how thankful we are for all of you. And we also want to remind you this is a midterm election year and things are going to get sticky. And the only way that we can make a difference is by being that difference. So as each of us model what that looks like and take personal responsibility, we invite you to really dig into the work that we're doing. And instead of falling for the social media post and getting upset about what you see the extremists doing, it's to stay grounded and rooted in the work that we're doing and knowing that we can really make a difference, not only in our communities, but even in our homes. So we're thankful for you, and we're hoping this new year brings you a lot of hope and a lot of joy, and we're thankful that you're here with us. So thank you.